Hello and welcome to GOA365's English News Bulletin. I am Maithili and these are the headlines. Every time it rains, Panjim literally drowns and floods are mostly in the same areas. This is proof that authorities are not doing precautionary pre-monsoon work and keep on blaming the elements, especially tides. TMC wants land cases to be handled by judges instead of SIT, especially as the SIT officers have been handling these cases for so many years now. Heavy rain expected in next few days. This is because of an offshore low-pressure area from the south of Gujarat to Karnataka, cyclonic circulation off the Maharashtra coast. And now for the news in detail. The Panjim Pata area is literally underwater. The Central Library Road is waterlogged. Two-wheelers and four-wheelers are parked half submerged in water. The capital is the proof that the responsible authorities have not done the pre-monsoon work which was supposed to be completed before the monsoons. Now they are blaming the elements, especially the tides, for the flooding. Watch.
The situation at Pata, which houses banks, finance companies and the EDC complex, is so bad that those working in the area would be better served by boats. The waterlogged roads are now sporting lake-like formations in several areas.
हे जावन आसा आमचें पॅन्जिम आनी हे EDC कॉम्प्लेक्स. हे आतां EDC कॉम्प्लेक्स हो EDC रिवर एट पाटो ते तुमी आतां पळोवं येता. सो असो दिसता EDC रिवर आनी ह्यो आहा त्यो सगल्यो बोट्स दवरलेल्यो आहा काय म्हण हिंगा. ह्यो कार म्हण दिसना, बोट हिंगा ह्या उदकान पार्क केल्ल्यो आहा.
Pata's inner roads provide easy connectivity through Panjim. Ongoing road work has been a major reason behind heavy traffic between Mary Immaculate and People's High School. With schools having begun, a lack of traffic police and vehicle congestion near the schools reveals the state of traffic management in Goa.
हे People's High School आणि ट्रॅफिक लायन हिंगा लागलेली आहा आणि ती सामकी लायन तुमी पळय सामकी मॅरी मॅक्लेडा कडेन पावल्या. ती फकत त्या एकाच त्या फोडक्याक लागून फोंड मारून दवरलेलो आहा आनी तिका ट्रॅफिक हें ब्लॉक जाल्या. पूण ह्या आख्खे एरियेक फ्रॉम मॅरी मॅक्लेड टील पीपल्स हाय स्कूल एक ट्रॅफिक पुलीस ना ती ट्रॅफिक रिलीज करपाक. हें आसा आमचें मॅरी मॅक्लेड हाय स्कूल पॅन्जिम आनी हो आतां हिंगा इस्कॉलाचो पीक टायम स्टार्ट जाता आनी हिंगा इस्कॉलाच्या फुडल्यानूच त्या कॉर्नराक एक फोंड मारलेलो. आतां हिंगा दुसरे सायडीक आनीक दुसरो फोंड मारला आनी ट्रॅफिक हें करून दवरला. कोण हिंगा रिस्पॉन्सिबल हें करना आनी हें सगळें हिंगा मारून दवरलां सेफ्टी ह्या भुरग्यांचे. आनी हे हिंगा पळय बोट दवरलेले आसा. पूण हिंगा कोण एक ऑथॉरिटी ना म्हूण ट्रॅफिक सेलाचो पुलीस ना. हिंगा ट्रॅफिक जॅम जाय जाल्यार हिंगा सोडपाक.
With Panji flooding, MLA Atanasio Babush Montserrat was asked about the situation. Here's what he had to say.
We are taking care of disaster management is all in place. We are ready for all eventualities.
And पणजे सर उदक भरता आनी परत ऑपरेशन येता बोवाळ चालू आसा.
आतां पळय पणजे कामीं चल्लेलें आहा. That is one reason. Now what is the moment the water level of the sea rises, that is the reason that water starts accumulating. And then after this settles down.
Heavy rains had also brought down the back wall of Kamath Rivera building near Karanzalam. Watch. Vincent Rosario and Amar Chhawaria for GOA365 from Panjim.
Heavy rains this week have sparked worries about landslides and accidents across the state. Last week, locals had raised concern about an uncovered hill running along the Kortalim-Margaon highway, which was showing signs of a possible landslide. Earlier today, a major landslide was reported from the Verna-Kortalim link road, which left traffic stalled for several hours while clearance work was underway. No injuries were reported from the incident.
While locals' main concern was poorly planned retaining walls and other precautionary measures to block possible landslides, the incident reported today occurred despite the presence of all such measures. Heavy rains brought down a huge chunk of the hill, crashing onto the road despite the presence of a retaining wall and protective net, indicating to poor engineering of the civic amenities here. Here are visuals from the incident. Hiro Mahale for GOA365 from Vasco.
We'll take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. We are not underestimating the SIT, but it is better that land cases should be handled by judges. The Trinamool Congress said today. Why would people go back to the same officers with whom the cases have been languishing for years? The TMC leadership questioned. Here are the details.
The Chief Minister has appointed the SIT to handle illegal land grabbing, but the TMC is questioning the appointment of the SIT. The Chief Minister, Dr. Pramod Sawant, had announced that he is increasing the number of SIT officers.
The Chief Minister has made a recent statement that he is increasing the strength of the SIT from the present 6 to 22. Now this is the Chief Minister trying to confuse people, or he himself is confused, is the question I am asking. The reason is, you are picking up 22 officers from the present administration that you are running. When you had the whole administration under you, the crimes are going on. And by picking up 22 from here, how does it solve the problem? Question is not to have the numbers. The question is to have officers who have integrity, who have honesty, who have sincerity to detect the crime. Therefore, the Goa TMC reiterates its position that this investigation has to be monitored by a judge so that people have confidence. Now, the Chief Minister makes a statement. He himself has made a statement. People are coming to me with complaints. Why are people coming to you with complaints? Because they have no faith in the system. Now you have got an SIT. It is headed by whom? It is headed by an SP. I am not challenging the integrity of this particular officer. I am challenging the perception of the people of Goa vis-a-vis the Goa police. Now tell me, it is the Goa police itself who have frustrated so many people. The other day there was in the news, in Fatauda 1 year the case is pending of land grabbing. There are FIRs not registered, now they are being registered, complaints have been long time back. Now how do I expect the police to go, people to go to the same police?
The Chief Minister says cases of illegal sale and transfer of land will be dealt on a fast-track basis. Listen to what he has to say.
Goa TMC demands the legislation be brought in, that the registrar himself who has registered the sale deed is empowered after having a preliminary inquiry and satisfy himself that the blatant frauds were created. When you have a dead man signing a sale deed, what are the inquiry? Cancel it, but give him the power. Bring that legislation instead of bringing legislations that divide the people of Goa.
William Rodericks for GOA365.
When are Goans going to get smooth and safe roads is the big question mark. Most are full of potholes. GOA365 checks out the roads in the Peda area, which is on the outskirts of Margaon. Here people have to drive cars very carefully. Watch.
आज आमी मडगांवच्या फातिमा कॉन्व्हेंट स्कुला कडेन आसा त्या स्कुला कडल्यान जो पेडा फ्लायओवर आसा त्या तो ह्यो रस्तो त्या रस्त्याक एकदम 100 मिटराचेर सारके रस्त्याक खोणकोल पडिल्लो आसा रस्तो दिसना सगळे कडेन खोणूच दिसता आनी जे स्कुलांतल्यान भुरगे वतात जे आपले पेरंट्स भुरग्यांक घेवन वतात तांकां खूब त्रास जाता ह्यो रस्तो बाणावले केळशी त्या वाटाक वचपाक शॉर्टकट त्याच्या खातीर चडशे लोक ह्योच रस्त्याचो वापर करता वचपाक कित्याक हांगा ह्या रस्त्यांतल्यान ट्रॅफिक लागना तेन्ना लोकांची मागणी आसा की बेगींतल्या बेगीन हो रस्तो दुरुस्त करचो म्हणून.
न्ही हांव असोच येता सदां असो येता म्हणटकीर म्हाका शॉर्टकट पडटा म्हणल्यार हांगा सारकेंच ते रस्तो सारकें काबार जाला कांयच हें ना कितें जाणा गडगड जाता आनी मागीर गाडयेचे शॉक्स बी वयतात आनी भुरगीं बी आमची फातिमा कॉन्वेंटाची ह्याच रस्त्यान वयतात तर सारकी हेची कंडिशन सारकें पिड्ड्यार जाल्ली आसता तेन्ना मातशें मागता सरा कडेन PWD मिनिस्टरा कडेन हेजी कितें तरी टेम्पररी सद्या सोल्युशन काडचें अशें म्हणून तेंच्यांनी तें पॅच मारपाचें मिशीन सर म्हाका सांगतालो येवपाचें आसा म्हणून तरी आसा न्हय मातशें टेम्पररी हेजेर कितें सोल्युशन काडचें अशें म्हणून मागता. आनी काल अशें हांव वयता आसतना म्हाज्या मुखार एकटे भुरगें स्लीप जालें झपकन पडलें आनी हांवें मागीर ब्रेक मारलो नाल्यार हांव तेजे वयल्यान सारकें घालता 6 वर्साचो भुरगो इस्कॉलाचो तो.
GOA365 खातीर मडगांवच्यान संदीप तुयेंकर.
We'll take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. The CII conference on safety measures in factories saw prominent figures from the industrial community raise the need for safer work environment for the worker. Minister of Industries Mervyn Gudino too spoke on the need for better safety measures, citing that small changes too can make a big difference. Here's more.
Mervyn, while speaking during the CII conference on better safety measures in industries, said that minor changes can help provide better health conditions for workers while ensuring high productivity levels. Basic amenities such as a clean drinking water, healthy food for workers and sanitary toilets could help prevent sickness and ensure high productivity from the workforce. Listen.
Safety has to develop right at the grassroots level. It has to develop as a culture that everybody feels it is his bounden duty to protect people in your factory, to protect the people around the factory, the environment around should be a responsibility of every citizen of every industry. Today, as an industries minister, I know in the industrial estates what is the condition. We may discuss so many things. We may say we'll do this and that, but how much of it is going to be finally implemented? And you are going to have those particular measures and protocol followed to bring about real safety of your own workers is the moot point. Simple things, I'll tell you very simple things. During the COVID period, we have seen it has brought a different ecosystem altogether. We realized what is hygiene, we realized what is not passing on the virus to others. You still have some people wearing masks, though we prefer not to wear as such. It brought about changes in industry as well. Health sector, automatically everything connected to the health sector got an impetus, it moved forward. But at the same time, did it teach us a lesson? I would say not everything, not in everything. You go to the simple thing, basics of toilets for your workers. What is the condition? Are they hygienic? Their food habits, their canteens, are they really hygienic, which will not transmit a disease? Is the simple question I am asking you. Please ask yourself. We think these are simple things. We think those workers perhaps are used to living that way, let them live that way. But ultimately, when they get the virus, when they go to the doctor, what do the most ordinary worker does? Chooses to sleep at home. आराम कर रहा है, आराम ही कर रहा है, तबीयत ठीक नहीं है. This is a common refrain. Why is it happening? Because these basic things are not being paid attention. How much loss of productivity, how much loss of the manpower on those crucial days. Have we pondered to do these simple things?
Mervyn also stressed on the responsibility of industries and individuals in proper disposal of garbage. He said that the government has been doing its part on garbage treatment, but people have to take responsibility in disposing garbage off properly at designated places. Listen.
Garbage has been a real menace even in a State like Goa, where we say we are a beautiful state, most educated people, people who know and understand. But what do we see sometimes? Pack your garbage in a plastic bag and throw it around on the highway. Even now it's happening in spite of government taking so much of effort. So similarly in your own factories, in your own industrial estates, the amount of shrubbery, bushes that have come up in the last monsoons we talk of corporate social responsibility. Have you taken it as a social responsibility to merely keep your environment clean? Clean environment, will it not give you clean air? Where you will feel comfortable to move around? Where insects or mosquitoes or other vector-borne diseases will not impact again your people working there, your workforce, you yourself. How much would it impact if one simple mosquito, we say, one bite can cause you various types of diseases? You will be bedridden, you will be at home. Okay, doctor will cure you. But how much of your own productivity are you losing? Is this not also a safety measure?
Amar Chavriya for GOA365 from Panjim.
Now for the weather. Some areas around Goa have been reporting landslides as heavy rains lash the state. As per information from the Met Department, an offshore low-pressure area from the south of Gujarat to Karnataka and a cyclonic circulation off the Maharashtra coast are behind the increased rainfall. While there is no cyclone warning for Goa, the Met Department has extended its orange alert until the 25th. Here's more.
Most of the 13 centres reported well over 5 centimetres of rain yesterday, with Valpoi, Sankli, Sangam, Mormugao and Panaji receiving the highest amount of rain. Valpoi, in fact, reported a staggering 14 centimetres of rain, which is the highest rainfall recorded so far this season. Those heading out can expect to be met with very heavy rainfall this weekend. Turbulent weather conditions will continue well into next week, with IMD issuing a weather warning until the 28th. Fishermen have been advised to avoid venturing out to sea during this period. Maximum and minimum temperatures have been forecast to hover around 26 degrees Celsius and 24 degrees Celsius respectively. Heavy to very heavy rainfall forecast until 28th. Orange alert issued for Goa until 25th. Maximum and minimum temperatures today 26 degrees Celsius and 24 degrees Celsius respectively. Fishermen warning in place until the 28th. Valpoi records highest rainfall of the season so far. Bureau Report GOA365 with inputs from IMD.
Now, last but not the least, we leave you with visuals of the traditional Sanjuao feast, which was celebrated for 2 days this year. Sanjuao is celebrated on the feast day of Saint John the Baptist.
Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have a song composed for our Sanjao, Sanjao, especially composed by none other than Francis.
इतलो पावस पडून आमकां देवान दिला हो पावस. देव बरें करूं.
विवा सांजाव. पोगो बॉयसान आयज हांगासर आयोजीत केल्ल्या ह्या सांजाव फेस्टिवलाक सगळ्यांक हांव पोगो बॉयसांक तशेंच आमच्या गांवच्या सगळे मेरशे भाव चिमल भाव सगळे मेरशे गोंयकारांक हांव आयज आमच्या उनुनीत परबी दिता. हे सांजाव फेस्ट आयज पयले फावट असो पावस पडलेलो आसा आनी बरे भशेन आयज गांवांनी हे फेस्टिवल बरे भशेन साजरे जाता. तांकां हांव परत एकदां सगळ्यांक उनुनीत परबी दिता आनी अशेंच वर्सान वर्स तुमी सांजाव हो आमकां सगळे एकठांय जावन आमी मनोवया इतकें सांगता. देव बरें करूं.
With that, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. For more news and updates, log on to our website www.goa365.tv. Take care, stay safe and keep watching Goa 365.